making babies. It's just what we do best. Look at that little ghost face guy. That guy's so funny. So funny. Alright. So, where are we going to pick up today at? Guess we'll work on this little guy. I have not worked on this one in a minute. So we're going to get to work on this one. This kit is the Gabriel kit. By I don't know who. By somebody. I think by Eva Brille or something. Brilla, something like that. Brilly. Hey, Lady D's Dollhouse. Hey, Christina. Welcome to the chat. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Nada. Thank you for tapping that screen and showing us some love. There you go. Tap, tap away. So we're happy to join you guys. Sorry we didn't come back last night. Just, we had some things we actually had to handle, so we weren't able to come back. But here we are. We're back now. Hey, Emotional Support Hoodie. Welcome. So I hope you guys all had a good weekend. It's already Monday. It's going to be Monday tomorrow. Well, in a few hours, actually, for some of us. It will be Monday. Hey, Crystal. We're doing good over here. How are you all? Yeah, we're happy we could be here tonight. We're glad we could come and hang out with you guys.
I'm gonna take some
Hey, Cheryl. Haven't seen you in the chats for a minute. Nice to see you over here. I see you on Facebook all the time.
Cheryl H.
Yeah, I saw you like my new monster baby. He is getting really good feedback. I really wasn't expecting that. Years ago, when I would try to have monster dolls in my collection, they just really weren't well perceived. So, but then I was like, I'm gonna have one of my mom's dolls, and I was really shocked to see how much you guys liked him. You'd love to get my view on the West Coast Doll Show. Well, for one, I think it's during a most ridiculous time of the year. I don't support it because, well, I'm assuming they're all gonna have that authentic only mentality, and I don't do that. Like, this discrimination, especially like if you understand legalities, well, then you would understand that all of those doll kits are authentic, being sold by these other companies. I mean, they're selling them due to one's lack of ability to not protect their artwork. So, yeah. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Stonia. I sell the dolls. I have 2 available on my website. Hi, Moon Pups. I just personally don't think it's going to do very well. Especially with the sculptor that they have attending. She doesn't have a really good reputation in the industry. Just because of the whole legalities thing. In my opinion, her reputation is not good. She's not well liked. I mean, her kits are one of the highest available kits on the reproduced market. And in my opinion, she has zero care in the world to even try to correct the problem she's done. She's just money hungry. So that's how I feel about that one. Janny was threatening to sue you. Well, tell her to bring it on.
Who the heck?
I don't know who it is, but
To sue her.
Yeah, to sue her. Yeah.
Who's Janie?
I don't know. But yeah, just, You guys have to be careful when talking about people. You need to use I heard, I did research and saw, or say allegedly, and it'll help. They're always threatening. They love to do fear mongering. I say, put your money where your mouth is. My oh my. But yeah, so we've got 2 dolls available on the website. I've been making these dolls for 14 years. So they are high-end dolls by a master artist. Yes, I am a master artist, and I don't care what my haters say, because my skills outshine their skills any day. Anyways, they're the ones with the cell issues. I'm not. But yeah, so there are high-end dolls. And sometimes we use AliExpress kits, because why am I going to pay full price for your kit when I can get it on AliExpress? No, I'm not dumb. I'm not going to pay full price. But the listings are always noted what kits we use. It's never a secret. But in my opinion, the AliExpress kits are so much better quality. And the vinyl is such a prettier color. Ugh. And the realism, they can just get a different realism than the authentic kits. Hi, Alexis. Hey, Head. Hey, Nadine. So, yeah. Thank you guys for tapping the screen and showing us some love. I wonder who's going to be our top fan today. Hey, Gail. Long time no see. I hope your hand is doing better. But yeah, so Holly, my collection, well, that Holly is available on the website because I've been working on Holly 2.0 and I'm so ecstatic. She's turning out exactly how I want her. So I wanted to remake Holly with my current painting style, and she's coming out fabulous. I'm so excited. She is just looking dynamite. Look at her. And she's going to have rooted hair. So this one will be my collection Holly. This will be Holly 2.0. You guys know how Royal's not the original Royal I put in my collection. He's Royal 2.0. Diana says, oh my gosh, I love realistic dolls. Well, our live landed on the right For You page for you. But yeah, so the first version of Holly is available on the website. This kit is like a must-have kit in anyone's collection. It is one of my favorite kits. And right now when I'm making Holly 2.0, she is my 3rd version I've created. And I love this kit. Like, I would not be selling this one if I wasn't making this up, if I didn't have the other one to make, because she is my absolute favorite. But, you know, she's been in the collection for a little bit. And I like to have my collection dolls with my current work style. So when I'm out sharing them, people know what's going on, you know, and know what to expect. But yeah, her outfit's adorable, right? I got it at Target. So cute. It is a super cute outfit. It's got little Snoopy on there. She doesn't come with this outfit, but she has her own little outfits, and she'll come with oh my gosh, surprise stuff too. Surprise sleeper, possibly an outfit. We'll see. I never know. Oh my goodness, her little socks are coming off. But yeah, she's super cute. She looks really nice in these colors, and thankfully you're going into fall, so these colors will be more widely available. But she is available on the website, as well as Sally is available over there too. So we're gonna get started on this little ghost face baby. Just a little preemie guy. I think it's got a boy look for sure, but you never know. When we're done with the doll, we'll know where we're going with its gender. But when you guys buy them, you're always welcome to change them into whatever gender suits you when you get them home. I've bought many, well, when I used to buy dolls from other people, I would typically always change their gender. Because I think mostly everybody sold them as girls, and I always would have, my collection usually consisted more of boy dolls. So Oh, that's right. I wanted to use this. I have a different blushing color. Trying to go back to my other blushing color that I used to use. I forgot about that. I forgot that that was the color I had wanted to use. So we'll start working that in here. We're just getting started on this one. I hope to dive in and make this a little rich, preamy tones. I love the preemy look. They're always so much fun to make because you can really... they take a lot of coloring, but the end result is always so beautiful. So the preemy is where I've been working on a particular work for years, and I finally feel like I have just started really nailing the look I wanted in the last year or so. 2 years. But yeah. So this is what we're doing tonight. Making babies. Making little reborn dolls. Look at that little hand. So cute. Absolutely adorable. This guy is the... I think it's... Oh yeah, it's Poppy. So this is Poppy. That's a little preemie face. I think it's got a boy look, but I think it could pull off a girl very well too. We'll just see when I finish it how it's gonna look. Yeah, she's pretty cute. She's a pretty cute baby. I like her. The one kit when I was first into the industry, I really liked Daisy. The little Daisy preemie by the same sculptor. A giant toddler. But, that kit was really cute. Yeah, it is. And it's a sculpt that you don't see much because it's an older sculpt. Hey, Bonnie. Nice to see you. Hey, Mallory. And this kit has 2 little open hands. I personally love open hand kits. Yeah, this sculptor, she has a few little preemies that are cute. One that I would love to get my hands on is Little Monkey. I will eventually get my hands on that one. Just like how I did Sorsha and Miracle. Just gotta keep manifesting it. It will show up. Positive thoughts. But I love that kit. It's so cute. No, the new Holly will still have the same name. Just like Royal. They keep the same names. They just get upgraded, basically. Whenever I'm able to remake a doll in my collection, I will, because my painting style changes so often. And as you know, she's a few years old. And so I just like to have the most current of my work. So sometimes I'll have to work with the same kit if I don't have another one. But, yeah, generally though, like if I'm not really into the doll kit very much, I will just sell it and say la vie. But there are certain doll kits that I really, really like a lot. So I've kept them around. Like Holly is the longest running doll in my collection. Typically my collection cycles through very fast. But like Holly and Royal, I really, really like their doll kits a lot. Welcome to the chat, Elena. I would advise you don't ask for any more shout outs. When you come into the chat, you get a shout out, but you get crazy and want a shout out every 2 seconds. It's really not possible. And we're just not here to say your name all live long. It would just kind of be awkward. And unfair to everybody else because I'm not doing the same for them. So welcome to the chat.
Say my name, say my name.
Hola, Chelsea. Heather says, say my name, say my name.
Oh, hey, Gail. Nice to see you.
Hey,
here.
Angel.
I'm just reading the chat.
All right. I should have made some more mottling color before I started, but I didn't realize we were so low on that. So I will mix that up right now. Thank you for tapping the screen. You love dolls? I think we all love dolls. I've been making dolls for a long time. I love dolls since I was just a small child. When I was 18, I was still asking for a Cabbage Patch for Christmas. You don't have a crown anymore. You're gonna pout. Ooh, how do you get... Oh, you gotta... Oh. All you have to do is... I think you just start chatting more. Because only 1 through... fans 1 through 3 get the crown. So you have to fight for that. So right now, top fan is number 1, Angel. Then number 2 is Head. And then number 3 is Gail. So you basically just have to chat and tap the screen.
Oh, tapping the screen helps.
Yeah, tapping the screen helps. That's how you get your crown back. Seems like it. The more you interact, if you send super chats, chat, tap the screen, then you get your crown. So, yep. All right, let me see what color I have here now. Hopefully this is a color that I'm... fight, fight, fight! Hopefully this is a color that I'm looking for. Generally is the color I'm looking for. Okay, how did you get that little red dot like that? I don't know if I've ever made this preemie. I have made a few of these preemies, but I don't think I've made this one. I think my color is too light.
Oh my gosh.
Did you almost fall?
No. Do you see that?
Yeah, she's nuts. She's a crazy, crazy dog. It is tiny and cute. It is. I don't think I've ever made it though. I've made Buttercup and Daisy for sure. I don't think I've made this one. It is very dainty. Her preemies are very dainty.
I remember I had a little monkey kit, but I haven't painted it. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, that kit. Oh, my gosh. I want that kit.
I bought it from someone. I wanted it painted, but so did she.
Well, and she always got what she wanted. So she painted that kit. How many layers of mottling do I do? A lot. I have no idea. I don't have a number because each doll takes more or less. It just depends upon the style I'm going for. But they take a lot of layers. You are a great person to do that. Thank you. Yeah, it has little scrawny legs, little chicken legs. Hi, Stitch Lover. We're just getting started with this guy's modeling. It's had no modeling. The only thing I did on this doll was veins. Well, I have varnished it already, too. It's even got little wrinkles on the back of its head. Hi, Addie's channel. I'm back, and why are my babies expensive? Because they're hyper realistic, and I have a huge reputation online, and nobody paints like I do. Why are you back if you've got so many complaints? You can go get yourself a cheap doll anywhere else you'd like. Nobody says you have to buy my doll, but I'll tell you what. When you buy my doll, no one will ever think your doll doesn't look real. Yeah, you're gonna have to save. There's a lot of things I want. Heather wants a silicone that's like a lot of money. What we all gotta save. Hi, Louisa. Adam, I'd be terrified to enter the room. Well, I don't know about that. I could see that. Dolls can be scary to some. The scary collections I've seen are taxidermy collections. Like, I would be terrified to enter into those rooms. It's neat, interesting, but I just can't have all those dead animals looking at me. The deers on the walls creep me out. I feel so sad for the deers. I just want to pet them, see if I can't bring them back to life. Oh no, I can't do that. It's way too late for them. But yeah, they definitely can be scary. Some people have real fears of dolls. Thank goodness I've never had any fears of dolls. And I've watched some scary movies with some dolls. You'd think I'd have some fears. You have an American Girl? Oh no, your cat scratched up your silicone's face the other day? Yeah, cats and silicones don't go together well. I can never understand, and I'm not saying, you did this, but one thing that, as a high-end art collector, every time I see people's animals on their dolls, it gives me many heart attacks. Because throughout my career, I have seen several people's reborns or silicones get chewed up by the dog, or get just its face scratched up by the cat. So like, I am super crazy about my artwork. I do not allow my animals near it, period. At all. Not even to take a photo with them. I just don't. I treat it like artwork that I have hanging on the wall. I mean, these are art pieces that you can hold and enjoy, but I treat them just like if it's a piece of art that's on the wall. Clean my hands. Don't touch them with dirty hands. I don't let my animals on them. To each their own. But I'm just like, it gives me heart attacks when I see it happening. I'm like, but as long as you're watching the animal, I think it's fine for you. But I would never leave them by themselves with the dolls. It's just, to me, it's so much money invested that in a blink of an eye, it can be destroyed real fast. I feel so bad when I see it happen, and I'm just like, yeah, that's why I don't let my animals near my stuff. This one wanted to jump out of my hands. You have 2 cats who I love, and the cats are seldom allowed near them unless I'm taking photos. Yeah, exactly. Like, and then close the bedroom door so they're not coming around them when you're not home. Like, that's fine. You know, as long as you're monitoring your artwork, I think it's fine. But I would never just like, oh, my cat's chill in my bedroom with my dolls, or my recording area with my dolls. I trust them. I trust my cats, but I also don't trust them as far as I could throw them. Because, you know, sometimes I see what they do to their snack containers. And I got one cat who, if she don't get her treats on time, she'll fillet the bag. Did you imagine if she got mad at me? She's like, I'm going to fillet your doll. I do silicone work for myself. I eventually will have one for sale. I just, oh my gosh, Holly's gotten some paint on her. I just haven't had a chance to get back to work on it. I have other priorities right now. Girl, that paint when I was mixing it went flying. Okay. Sometimes that happens. We just clean it up real easily. All right. Let's see. The prices vary. I have a puppy and she loves to eat trash. My cats like to scratch stuff. Yeah, they do love to scratch stuff. And the thing is that they don't know. They don't know any boundaries. Like, oh, this is a mom's favorite collectible artwork. Like, they have no idea. So I'm working on a pickle that you guys have seen me working on. I've decided to make it of a brown skin tone. So it's not going to be super dark like the last baby I sold. Well, not the last baby I sold, but the twin A that was very dark. I don't know what color this one's going to be. But honestly, to whoever buys it can set its nationality. I just create the skin tone. So I believe it's going to be of a lighter tone. That's my plan. But we are getting started on that. I just decided today, I was like, you know what? We're going to give that pickle a brown skin tone. I think it'll be super pretty. And I've not painted a ethnic pickles, so we're doing it. We're doing it. And this is probably going to be my last pickle. Well, for a while. At least a year or so. I've been painted so many of them. Trust me, I am over it. But yeah, so I can't wait to see how this one turns out. And where the skin tone goes, because I'm not really sure. So we're just diving in and start. This is the second layer of paint for its skin tone that I've put on it. Yeah, I make different shades of dolls. Honestly, I don't take any offense to anybody who doesn't make different shades of tones. A lot of people who are of brown skin tones can't even paint their own skin tone. It's not that easy. Now, it's even harder for me because I'm Caucasian. And the fact that people demand that out of people is just wrong. That they should paint all skin tones. I think the people that are demanding that should first try painting any skin tones, because it's not that easy. So when I paint my dolls, I compare myself to the doll when I'm painting it. But to paint outside of my skin tone is a lot more work. Now, a lot of ladies of brown skin tones, I say brown because I've never really seen anyone who's like truly black. Because when I think of black, I think black. Like, this is black. Skin tones are very deep and rich and brown. They're deep browns, rich Even when they get darker, you know, I never use black on my ethnic dolls. They just, it's brown and it progressively gets darker. I mix some purple in there and some crimson, and I have other layers. But they can't even paint their own skin tones. They can't. A lot of them paint white babies. And I never take offense or anything when I see people of brown skin tones and they only paint white babies. I'm never like, why don't they paint their own skin tone? Because I know the science behind it. It's not easy. A lot of the time when you're painting babies with brown skin tone, they don't have the right coloring, so they look lifeless. There's more than just brown going into it. You have to have a lot of undertones and overtones. So it takes a lot of work. But yes, I paint a lot of different tones. I don't have any silicone dolls for sale. That's like demanding a landscaper. That's like demanding a landscape painter to paint live models. Yeah. It's hard. I couldn't do this painting and paint a canvas. No. I could do this. But if you're like, do you paint canvases? No. No, I don't. Not even gonna try. Which I had bought a photo that I wanted to paint ghosts in for Halloween. I know, but I haven't gotten around to doing that. You could watch this all day. It's hypnotizing. I'm glad you enjoy it. I am glad. A lot of people say they could watch painting all day. It's hypnotizing for you, but stressful for me. Actually, just making dolls on my own is not very stressful. It's when the stress is like why I don't like to do custom work. That can be stressful. Not all people though. Like, um, not all people. It's very few, but it's those few that just I'm like, oh my gosh, you just drained me on that. I'm like, no more customs. I'm closing up the custom shop. But I could just paint dolls all day. But the thing that what I'll do is I'll paint my dolls and I'm like, I'll avoid creasing them. I'm like, I don't want to crease them. The next thing I know, I have like 5 kits that need creasing done. And I'm like, oh God, we better do the creasing. Because I just love to paint and build the layers. But I'm like, when it comes to creasing, I'm just like, Cheryl says, I'm in awe of a doll artist. That's awesome. I make it look so effortlessly. Well, I mean, I've been doing it for 14 years. It should look pretty effortlessly. But I'll tell you what, I don't come on this live without knowing what I need to do. So before I go live, I look at my doll kits. And that's why the lives are only so long. I look at the doll kits and I'm like, okay, this is what we have to do. And once we do that in the live, well, that's it. Because I have to study my artwork before I paint it. Even though I've been doing this so long. It just is what it is. I can paint 3 pickles and they'll all end up being slightly different.
I'm sorry. These have no seeds.
Yeah, they haven't in a long time.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that.
Okay. Heather's always lurking. Hi, Leanne. But yeah, so
Stitch Lover said,
I miss Stitch Lover.
every time you go live, I'm in your live. I just don't chat because I'm normally doing art right now. I'm getting ready for bed because it's 10:03 my time.
Oh, thank you, Stitch Lover. Well, I'm glad to hear you around, and thanks for chatting.
And Alexis says she's still waiting for that baby Yoda.
Oh yeah,
And very patiently.
very patiently. It's I've actually done more work on it. Very patiently. Well, thank you for being so patient. It's over there. It's looking really nice. This one has more of a Yoda coloring than like the Grogu coloring. I really like this one's coloring where it's going. I will get that one done sooner than later. This is a big baby. It really is. She wears 6 to 9 month size clothing and 12-month size clothing. But yeah, if you guys are looking to add a new doll to your collection, head on over to the website to check them out. I know there was a lady super interested in buying Holly. She was trying to figure out her credit card situation. Puppies are great. They're just a lot of work. I'd rather do kittens. Their mom takes better care of them than dogs do. For the most part. There are some bad cat moms out there. I have experienced that. Yeah, I've painted 3 pickles at the same time and they all were slightly different than each other. And I was still using the same paint mix. It's crazy how that happens, but it happens that way. It's the weirdest thing. And they were all little redheads. Okay. It doesn't look like I have streaks on this doll. With the darker tones, you really have to pay attention to the paint getting streaky. I do not like the early stages of darker tone babies because it's just you're like, oh my gosh, did I make the wrong move? Is this doll gonna turn out how I want? They always just in the early stages are not pleasant. So they still have 2-layer of paint on it. So I'll be baking it after this. We have a long ways to go. I want like a caramely tone, I'm pretty sure, for this one. When will we do heart? The other we did some live photo shoots the other day. Um we'll have to do that again sometime soon. But when we have another baby to do photos of, we can go live.
Why are you laughing?
Because I just think you snapping the doll's back. And everybody was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Coming in on the For You page. Like, what did I just witness? Have a good night, Alina.
Good night. WTF am I looking at?
Nothing, just keep scrolling. Oh my gosh, today I got an amazing vintage toy for only $2. I've been doing some things in the recording area where I have all my doll stuff. Oh my goodness, I've switched the crib over. Oh my. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. I also got a vintage 90s bouncer and it's pastel colors. I haven't even taken out of the box yet. It came in the box. I got it off of eBay. It's been here like a week now. I got a vintage doll. Kind of looks like the boy who was used as a store mannequin. So you love him. Yeah, he's really cute. Well, you can go on my website. The dolls are for sale there. Doctors, nurses, lawyers, everybody, your everyday people rave about how realistic my work is. Nobody has ever complained. Thank goodness. But that's because I really treat my artwork like artwork. I know it pays my bills, but I don't just see it as bill money. I see every doll as something full of flow. If you just see it as a paycheck, you'll never produce really nice stuff. A lot of these people online just like to slap paint on the dolls and try to call it art and want to collect like $500 for it. And I'm like, that's why your dolls aren't selling, because it looks like a mess and you want $500 for it. You need to slow down. You've been watching my videos for 6 months. Thank you. This little baby's coloring is coming along nicely. A little skinny leg preemie. But yeah, we currently have 2 dolls available, and then, well, these 3 dolls will be coming up. There's actually 4 dolls I'm working on to have for sale.
Come and get them.
And then
$4,000 for a reborn doll? I need to step up my game.
yeah, those artists, they have really high egos. But their work doesn't sell for the most part because it's just like, I have been a victim to that. My earlier years, I would spend a lot of money on prototypes just to get them, and they didn't look like their photos. And then I would turn around and instantly sell them and lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because when I would take their photos, they didn't look like the doll that I received in the photos. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I see people selling manufactured dolls and claiming it as their own work. I've seen that in my doll group, and I actually removed them. I'm like, that's not your work. That's a manufactured doll. Like, I don't care if you buy an AliExpress kit to paint it, but don't try to pass off the manufactured painted ones as your own work. Like,
Shady.
anybody can spot that a mile away. Like, oh yeah, that's a manufactured doll. I know you might think they look realistic, but when you start saying it's painted by you, no, it's not.
We no longer believe anything you say.
We no longer believe anything you say. It is not painted by you. It's painted by a machine. Yeah, they look nothing like the ones we make. I have done some comparison. Like, they're nice by themselves. You know, like, if a manufactured doll is in your budget, like, get it. Because by themselves, not next to a fully painted art doll, like, they're great little dolls. You can even take them out, and people out of the reborn world, like, oh my gosh, that doll looks so real. Because they don't know, they haven't seen the other artwork that's out there. That's just all they're seeing. But some people do fall for it. They do.
I think she's talking about the $4,000 one.
Oh.
Does not look like what we make.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't look like what we make. No. It does not.
I want to get to the point where I am making dolls the way that I used to, but my neck is really holding me up, you guys.
Well, it's getting better.
Yeah, it's getting
Don't
better.
get it wrong.
but-
She can't work sitting just all day long.
Yeah, like how
we
I
used
want to. I have to take breaks every 5 minutes. But I'm hoping in the next year or so I could work like how I used to work.
Yeah, I see parents falling victims to those manufactured dolls being resold as real reborns. I see it a lot on TikTok. Because the reborn industry is way bigger on TikTok than it is here on YouTube. And I see it happening over there. They think they're buying a high-end silicone doll, and then they just get a manufactured painting silicone doll. I've seen people trying to pass off those manufactured silicone dolls as their own work too. I just don't understand the lying. Like, you can buy a non-painted manufactured silicone doll and paint it as your own, or even buy the painted one. They don't have much paint and paint it. You can do that too, but don't say you painted it and you did it and then try to sell it for this big money. Like, people work hard for their money. I don't know anybody where the money just falls out of the sky and we can just piss it away on stuff that's not legit. It's the same thing like with the Labubus. I see people selling the fake ones at the mall and gas station, and they want $50, and I'm like, really? But see, a lot of people don't realize that they're fake, and that you gotta go through Pop Mart or a reputable business like Shop X, where they're verifying them before they get to you. StockX, sorry. So like they're buying these fake ones and paying double the price of a real one. And I'm just like, blows my mind. Because like when I got my big Labubu, somebody's like, where did you get it? And I was like, Pop Mart. And they're like, huh? And I'm like, that's where the real ones are sold. It's from Pop Mart. So here in Kentucky, I see them being sold everywhere. And they're not the real ones. I just think it's sad, like, that they're calling them the real ones and they're selling them like that. It's just like, be honest. The fake ones still sell. Everybody loves the fake Labubus. We call them Lafufus. They love them. So there's no shame in just saying what it really is. I've just learned honesty goes a long way, right? That would be nice, money falling out of the sky. It would be nice. Tell you what, I would be outside a lot more often. Excuse me, I gotta go get the rent money. Be right back. Would be amazing. We could all get ahead in life if this guy would just rain money. And I don't mean quarters. I don't want to get hurt when it's falling. I want bills. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're gonna put this little preemie down here. See, I'm moving these babies around because they're the ones I gotta bake. You know something that I love? This is how I can say my haters are my biggest fans. Where's Alexis? She's not a hater. But here's the Yoda coming along. I promise you we're getting somewhere with it. My haters are my biggest fans. It cracks me up. So I have, haters. You have haters when you're doing something right. Let me just tell you that. Oh my goodness. So my haters will be like, I don't like In Love with Reborns, but yet they own my work.
Oh my. It's so true.
There's a giant toddler with a giant toddler in this room. Please stand up. With a sculptor of Twin Saskia, that preemie I was just making. She's a hater of mine just because I spread the truth. She doesn't like the truth. And she owns my prototype. And I'm sure she still has Jackie's prototype. If I was her, I'd sell it. And have somebody remake me one. That's just how you know they're my biggest fan. It's quite disturbing. I've also seen another one of my biggest fans. Oh my gosh, what's her name? I want to call this one out. Because she watches. Her name is...
I don't think we should call her out by name.
What does it start with again? Can't even remember her name.
It starts with the same letter as yours.
It starts with an S?
Mm-hmm.
I'm drawing a... Oh! Is it Susie?
No.
No.
Did you say Susie?
Yeah.
Close.
Susan.
Mm-hmm.
Susan. You know who you are. She has my Penny by Natalie Blake. And she made a post. She commented one day and it's like, it's my favorite doll in my collection. I could never sell it. Haters are my biggest fans. I'll tell you what. Because look, if I don't like somebody, best believe I don't own anything from them. I don't. If I didn't like you and you sent me a gift, I'd throw it away or give it to somebody else. But I would never own anything by somebody I don't like. So that's why it just validates even more that my haters are my biggest fan, because they're like, her work is the best, but I don't like her, but I can't sell the doll. No, I would sell it. I would get rid of it. In a heartbeat. I just crack up over that fact. Yeah, I am working on a Yoda. I've got 3 of them to make, but this is the only one I'm working on right now. And Alexis she's trying to claim it. She wants it. She's been waiting around patiently, she says. But see you later, the reborn Canadian girl. And happy Thanksgiving over there. But yeah, it cracks me up to see.
It's the random.
Oh, the random Canadian girl. Sorry. That R, I just assumed right there. My bad. But yeah. Just so you know, if we ever go sideways and you've sent me a gift, just know I'm not keeping it.
Because I mean, like, I do know of an instance that I'm not going to talk about where we have. You know, I was just very disappointed by this person's betrayal, but I really just learned betrayal is just a person's, they've just unveiled themselves to you.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, I just can't have this in the house. I told you we need to get rid of it. I don't want it here.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I really like where we're going with this one. It's looking nice. Do you always need to bake your dolls, or are there more kinds that can be air dry? I don't use air dry. I think all reborns with air dry painting, I just don't like it. I don't like it. I can spot air dry a mile away. It just reminds me of like icing on a cake. Like the paint just lays there. It's kind of thick. It's not even thick. It's just it does build up as thick. I just don't like it. Genesis is water thin, and so heat set is water thin. I love it. You thin it down, and it just gives the best effect. I've even taught people who use only air dry, and once they learn with Genesis, they're like, no more air dry. You love him already? I can't wait to root his little white hair. I think I'm gonna do all of them, like a realistic look. I know in the past I've done some wild colors on these guys, but I think I want to go with like a realism. He's even had some blue washes done on him and yellow washes. He's had a lot of different stuff done on him. And then like a green washes. Like they're a little bit of work because they're this weird green color, and I have to try to tone that down. No, I don't support those doll shows out there. Too many Karens, too many reborn, too many people trying to tell you how to spend your money. I'm not for it. Too much discrimination, if you ask me. Um, we probably next year will probably have more information on our own doll show, because this year we've just been trying to balance out in Kentucky. But we do plan to throw a doll show out here. We just have to figure out where. It will be in July when we do it too. We just have to. We had to get settled into our situation here. Still have a lot to do. But we are definitely scoping some places out. We're going to talk to some of our local friends and see if they have some recommendations of places that would be good to do it at. Yeah, Jackie's been ready to have a doll show. She's just been waiting on me to be prepared. Even just like we would like to just do like a meet and greet at the, kind of kick things off. Would be fun. We just have to figure it out. The hotels near us, they don't really allow a lot of people there. They're like, yeah, you can have like 10 people. I'm like, well, that's easy. I need a little bit more room than 10 people. Versus where we were in California. I mean, we had it made where we could have a lot of people. But, so we just gotta figure it out. Your niece had a reborn avatar, baby. It was beautiful. Oh, yeah, I have one that I have to work on to get sold to. I just recently sold one too. She loves her avatar. I loved it too. They're so nice. I can't wait to see this guy with his eyes in, but I can't put the eyes in until I'm done. but it is coming out. Ah, I love it. Welcome back, Elena. Glad you could join us again before the night is over. I know Elena has asked for shout outs, but I don't think that you guys realize, like, when you guys come in here and I say your name, like, that's a shout out for you all. So that's why you don't generally have to ask for one, because I just say your name. If I tend to see most of everybody. Sometimes I miss people though, but I always try to give you a shout out. And that's why I say your guys' channel name. Sometimes I might not say your channel name because I'm sitting here going, well, how the hell do I say that? Okay. This little guy. Yes, Donna, you have a baby Yoda that I made back from the first times I was making the baby Yodas. It's been a while. Did your manufactured doll arrive? That you bought? I'm assuming it did. Although I don't track the dolls. But, you know, something I understand, like, I have some customs that'll be very nagging. And then they get the doll and I never hear back from them. I'm like, man, you wouldn't leave me alone when I was making it. Now you get the doll and I never hear back from you? I'm like, you could at least tell me you got the doll. Oh, I'm glad she's there. She is a cute doll. I tried to give her a little box opening for you, too. Like, I value everybody's money, so if I can do something special for you... I know she's not a reborn, but, you know, she's cute, and I can... So I'll try to send her with... I'll try to send them with a little box opening. So I just appreciate all of you guys. No matter how much you spend with me, I appreciate you. I don't value one above the other. We're all humans here. We're all the same. Well, kind of. We are gonna have stickers. Oh my gosh, we have so many cute stickers. I don't have them yet. I've got to get them ordered with my friend. But, and then hopefully we're gonna have some shirts. If I find the right pricing. My friend that's making the stickers says he might have somebody for shirts, so we'll see. He's based out of Vegas, so if I'm gonna get a good deal, might be from somebody he knows there locally. Yeah, shirts and stickers will be fun. All right. So right now it's going to be 3 different stickers. I'm ordering 100 each just to see how it goes. I also need to order wristbands, silicone wristbands with just my channel name on it. Everybody loved those too. Oh my gosh. We're getting closer to somewhere with this guy. All right, guys. We've been on here for an hour. I'm glad we can hang out. Now I've got to get to baking on my dolls. Remember to stay safe, stay positive. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You all made my night better. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm glad you enjoy the box openings. You could, they don't have an ET, but you could probably probably manipulate a kit to make it into an ET, add some clay to it and stuff. Well, it's a good idea. All right, guys, stay safe, stay positive. We'll see you all later. Bye.